Hi guys, how are you doing? Hope you guys are well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Monica. If you're new here, you've not subscribed, welcome and kindly subscribe if you like my content. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. We love you here in my channel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for leaving your comments and your likes and sharing my videos with your friends. So in today's videos, guys, we're going to talk about the jobs or the different kind of jobs that one can do when they are pretty new in Australia. Either when you come in as a student, some people come in as tourists and they still work. Let's jump into it. And so the first kind of job is newspaper or catalog. So this is basically dropping newspapers or catalogs into people's mailboxes. So unlike a country where I come from, Kenya, people buy the newspapers, so you go to a shop and buy a newspaper. But here I find the newspapers are distributed free. So someone gets that job and they distribute the catalogs, which they are like advertisements for products. Maybe a supermarket, they want to advertise their products, so they prefer to put the catalogs in people's mails, so that is easy for them to get customers, if that makes sense. So for example, if you bring the advertisement into my house, like the newspaper or the catalog with the product I wanted, I'll definitely go and buy it. Yeah, so that's the strategy that most supermarkets here use. This kind of job, you don't need any training, you don't need any qualification. It's a job that anyone can do, as long as you can be able to mostly work very early in the morning. And sometimes the problem with this kind of job is when it's summer, it's so hot, so it's very difficult for someone to drop the newspapers and the catalogs during the day. So it's usually appropriate to drop the catalogs and the newspapers very early in the morning or late in the evenings when it's not so hot or cold, when it's winter time. So yeah, the other job is restaurant job. The jobs that are done in restaurants are like washing dishes, cutting food to help the chef, maybe cut food or help the chef, and then maybe waiters or the waitresses. That's a kind. Most of these jobs like this, they don't need any qualification. You don't need to be a chef to do this. Another kind of job that is very and readily available for new people in Australia is the cleaning job. The cleaning job is very, very appropriate for most people. I also did the same. So the cleaning job, you clean either the schools, you clean the malls, and maybe residential houses. People usually get cleaners to clean their houses. So the only thing with this job is you need to be very good with time management, because you're usually given a certain time. Like you only maybe supposed to clean like in a school for 4 hours, and you're given a big portion. So you need to be very quick, manage your time, and you need to be very ready to learn. There's lots of new things in the field, like there's new chemicals, mixing of chemicals, there's vacuum cleaners for those of us who never used a vacuum cleaner. There's so many things to learn on the ground, so you need to be very, very ready to learn. Ask questions when you don't know what to do. Yeah, and the other kind of job is food delivery. And this is a job that most students do. So the only thing you need is either a car or a bicycle. And if you have a car, you need a driver's license. So mostly you just get there's an app, you register yourself on that app or the food delivery service. It's like a company, they give you a job, and then people order the food through the app. Then you accept, and then you go pick the food from the restaurant or the hotel, and you deliver to people's houses, which is good money. Most people actually live or maybe earn their living like through food delivery, because it's a quick job. No one is managing you. You just do it when you can and when you want. So it's a good job and it's a good side hustle. The other thing is, the other kind of job that most people do is factory or production. So in most factories here, like meat processing factories, clothing, cheese, so they need workers maybe to help packing, help moving stuff in the factories. So, and normally you don't need any qualification, you only need to be fit. Some companies will ask you for a manual handling certificate, so you need to go and learn how to handle stuff, how to lift a box, because they are trying to avoid people breaking their back. So if you just go and do that course, if it's a requirement, then it's very easy to get such kind of jobs. Then the other things is farms. So in Australia, there's lots of farms that plant strawberries, grapes, apples. So when it's time to harvest, it's very, very marketable job. That job is very, very marketable, and you don't need any qualification. You just need to rock and just pick the strawberries, and mostly you're paid by how many you're given, like a bucket, and then you need to fill. You're given a number of buckets, maybe 2. Then depending on the number of buckets you fill, you're paid per bucket. So they tell you how much they pay. Then the other kind of job that most people do is aged care. Now, aged care is where you work in aged care facilities, where you either become a carer, you can become a cleaner, you can do kitchen hand, that is helping in the kitchen, washing the dishes and then serving the residents. So in aged care, for you to be a carer in an aged care, you need to do a certificate 3 or 4 in aged care or supporting people who are aged. And then there's also disability work, where you also go to a school and you get trained, and then you get the certificate, and then you're able to actually work in an aged care or a disability facility. So these are very easy jobs, and most of the people, these are the jobs they start with before getting better jobs. It's not to say that they are not better, they are good, but if, for example, you come and study, you become a nurse, you may not be doing the same job all through. When you get your certification, you go to your nursing job. But for a start, this kind of job, the aged care and the disability one, is a good way to start. The other thing is construction cleaning. So this kind of job, you also don't need any qualification. You also don't need much training, because it is whereby there's a construction and they are doing some construction. Then when they make a mess, you clean. Maybe just sweeping. For example, if they are digging a hole, or they are building the roads, and then they make the mess, they may dig the roads. So after they make that mess, you as a cleaner, as a construction cleaner, you come and clean. Maybe sweep or maybe use water. And most of the times they'll have like a pumped water, and then you just clean the area. And it's pretty easy. You don't need any qualification. The other kind of job that is easy to get here when you're very new without any qualification is housekeeping. This is whereby you may work maybe in a hotel, whereby you make the beds, you do delivery to the rooms, or you do cleaning in a hotel, in these big hotels. yeah, and you don't need any qualification. You only need, again, to be good with time management and learning new things and be ready to learn each day. I have a comment to make, guys. So normally people ask me, when I come to Australia, for example, if someone is a lecturer in Kenya and they're coming to Australia, they're coming as a student, and people keep asking me, will I get a lecturer job immediately? And well, one thing I believe is, or I've seen here, it is not a guarantee that you'll get the job that you're doing. Maybe you're working in an office in wherever you are in your country, and you're coming to Australia as a student, and maybe you're expecting to stay in the same kind of level or the kind of job you are. The truth of the matter is that you may not get the same job exactly or immediately when you land in Australia. So you need to be very open, you need to be very flexible to do any kind of job, because you need money. As long as you're getting clean money, that's what matters. I believe that. So that's just something I wanted to pass across, because people have been asking me these questions so many times. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I would urge you kindly subscribe, like my comment, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.